Okay, so we are here with about half of the final 10, or at more than half now. Hi, Nick. So let's just jump right in. Is Rob still here, or is he away?
Doing
I'll be
something
right back.
for his dad, I think.
Okay, I will come back to him then. So, Nick, after last tribal, things seemed to get a bit heated. Would you care to address that? So, what was the
Um,
fallout after that?
what was the fault for that?
What was the fallout after that?
Oh, the fallout. I don't think there was much fallout afterward. I think basically everything that happened on the call and everything that happened, like as far as like what was recorded, was really the extent to the fallout. Um, I did try and have a conversation with Rodrigo. I mean, and we did talk a little bit. I don't think there was any real like come to Jesus moment for either one of us, but there definitely hasn't been, at least from what I'm understanding, any more fighting. Obviously, we all saw the answers in the challenge. People seem to think I'm entitled. People don't want to talk to me after this game. So, I mean, whether that was a direct fallout of the argument Rodrigo and I had, or just from past stuff, who's to say?
Nick, you got pretty much all of the negative answers. What does that say about where you stand in this game?
It's not even that I got all the negative ones, because there were a couple like gameplay ones that I didn't necessarily receive that were negative. I did get all of the personally negative ones, which is shitty. Just on a personal level, because like I'm not a bad guy, and I haven't had a lot of personal conversations with these people for them to see that. Um, so like the personally negative ones, I mean, obviously it affected me more um, than just like game wise. But at the end of the day, I'm aware. I know that like I'm on the bottom of a lot of people's totem poles, and we just have to go from there. And I'm hoping for as long as I'm here, maybe that ends tonight. That people just like sit down and maybe don't tell me how you're voting or who you want to see go home next, but give me the opportunity to meet me, because that's the biggest thing. Is like people haven't got to know me personally, and people haven't given me that opening to like just have that conversation on a real personal level. And so it's really shitty for them to make snap judgments about me when we haven't had those conversations.
Okay, so our immunity winner has rejoined us.
Fuck, sorry. It's raining outside. Had to do some running. Me and running don't go together.
Understandable. So, after all the chaos of last tribal, do you think having immunity tonight is important?
Fuck yeah, it is. I mean, like, having immunity, it's one of those luxuries where, like, you can be one of two people. You can be that douchebag that tries to stick it to everyone, like, yeah, I can't go home. Fuck you guys. Or you can, just lay back and be like, I'm not going home, but, I mean, let's see how the ball rolls. I know I feel comfortable today, type person.
So, one thing you've mentioned a couple times in the tribe chat is during the challenge, you were voted both playing for second and winning the season. So, what is your take on that?
Well, okay, look, we all know people personally talk with each other, okay, on a personal level. There's quite a few people here, like quite a few, that I just haven't been able to talk with on a human level. So they kind of see me at Tribal as this kind of open-ended, douchey kind of person. Because I haven't been able to have like a genuine talk with these people. So I can see how some people would appear as if I'm playing for second. Some people think I'm playing a great game, so they would assume I'm playing for first. And so that's where I think that division comes from.
Okay. So, Steven, was last tribal an indicate? Like, did last tribal draw the lines in the sand, or is this still a dynamic game? Could things shift up, or is that where the lines are going to be staying?
I think for now, the lines in the sand are there, as in people are seeing them now. Whether or not they stay that way, you can't really say. You can only really say what you're going to do. I I'm really tired. Yeah, that's my answer.
All right, Emma, your name has been coming up a lot as a vote, as a target. Does it concern you at all that you keep getting all these votes?
I mean, it concerns me in that I think anybody would be concerned when their name comes up in a vote. But I think that there's a perception of me that's not necessarily the truth. And I think that, I mean, similar to Nick, I mean, people have everyone's got their own perception of who everybody else is. And we all have to work either towards or against that perception. But the short answer is no, I'm not all that worried. I've been having some really good conversations with people that I haven't been speaking to in the past. And like, I'm just here to have fun and play my game. And I think, I'm having fun and I'm playing the game. So I think my missions are being accomplished.
Okay. Blake, the only thing you were voted for at the challenge is that people want to see you go home tonight. Does that concern you at all after how last tribal turned out?
Oh, I'm very concerned tonight. Like, I know I'm not people's number one choice on who they want to work with in this game, just because, like, I have a loose mouth. I admit it. Like, I'll call people out. I don't care. I find it fun. But anyways, I know I'm not necessarily everybody's number one choice to work with, which sucks because I am a really loyal ally when you do include me in things, and it's just unfortunate that if I do go, people won't be able to experience that.
Blake, if it's any consolation, you're in my top 9 people I want to work.
Thank you, Robbie. That means so much to me.
No problem, man.
Are you including yourself in that, Rob?
I said top 9. There is 10 people.
So who's being left out of that then?
I guess me? What do you mean? I wasn't including myself. Why? I'm like, you don't count yourself when you're working with. I see what you're doing.
What am I doing?
Tattooed a fucking trap.
Don't do that. What am I doing? Like, no.
Is Poppy drunk again?
I am not completely drunk.
Completely.
But now that you say it, maybe I will take a sip.
All right, so Callum, is there the opportunity to see another blindside tonight, or is this going to follow in the footsteps of the previous tribal with the numbers just staying where they're at?
Oh my god. Oh, I always feel like with merge and like early merge, they're always chaotic as fuck. And so like the last one was pretty wild. So I feel like this one is also going to be pretty damn wild. So like I think the numbers are probably going to stay roughly where they are, but I do think there's definitely an opportunity there for someone unexpected to leave, I think.
I know
Okay.
it's not. So that's fine.
So, Grace, what would you say defines someone as a threat at this stage in the game?
Wait. So defining someone as a threat, people who want to be extra and go around and kind of like, well, people who are just too problematic for me. That's people who just are like in my way is like and causing chaos, nothing but chaos. It's just like get out of my way. So you're a threat. Like you're my threat because you're being crazy. Get out of my way. That's how I see it.
Love you.
So I'm actually going to bounce back because I forgot to address this last round. Steven, you took quite a bit of hell. You took quite a bit of hell after the double tribal. What went down?
I tried to explain my reasoning behind my actions during that during that round, sorry. And Blake called me on it, and he was probably right too. That maybe I was playing a bit too much both sides. And I've taken that note and I've stepped back a bit because I know that I get paranoid sometimes, and that can sometimes influence my actions. But we're good now. Right?
So let's open this up a bit. So who here is feeling a little bit paranoid tonight about this vote?
Yeah.
Wait, what did you ask, Julian?
Who here is feeling at least a little bit paranoid about this vote tonight?
I'm a soul charm and I feel paranoid for everyone.
Robbie, put your damn hand down, boy.
Dude, you never know what could happen. Like, all of a sudden, someone stands up, they're like, I got the immunity necklace nullifier. I'm like, ah!
That would be interesting. An immunity necklace nullifier.
Don't you fucking dare.
No, Julian. No.
No, that's just ruining, like, that'll ruin the fucking game.
Fair enough. All right, I will record the votes. I am still missing one. Y'all are free to give shout outs, call people out, whatever you want.
Shout out to Love Galore. I love y'all, and shout out to all the 10-gauge people who are planning on watching this. Like, guys, you guys are my faves. Woo!
Shout out to all my haters that are popping blood vessels at me making it this far. Love you guys. Shout out to Harry Wozniak and Corey Yance. I know you wanted to see me go by now, but guess what, fuckers? I'm still in it, so.
Shout out to any Tumblr survivor people.
Shout out to all the Tumblr people who did last season and did really well.
Shout out to JJ for making me apply for this fucking game. I am having a blast.
I love you. I love JJ so much. I don't even go back and watch it and be like, right.
Yeah, he's like one of my best friends.
Someone hung up on me, and that ended the recording.
Lame.
Oh.
It's
So
okay.
we are
Editing
recording.
to do again.
I don't even
I'll
think
just throw this part on like I did with the one tribal where the call ended.
Shout out to M. Davis, Connor, Jabbar, Jay.
Shout out to my girlfriend for listening to me talk about this game nonstop.
Shout out to Madison
Shout out.
Kimmery, who's been asking to be part of production for like half the season.
Madison's great.
Shout out to Emma and Grace for shouting out the Trinity people every.
Yeah, maybe. Wait, Julian, who's been asking to be part of production?
Second place from last season, Madison Kimmery. She is a Tumblr organ.
Like, maybe,
Madison came second
No.
last season.
maybe you can make her like the new idol system creator. I don't know. This like a.
She lost by one vote, and Maynor also made finals. He got third.
Really, Madison and Maynor. Wow.
Danny was also on last season, and Keaton.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I don't know.
Even talking about how he got fucked over. That was funny. He says his name's not Keaton though. He says it's Quatin.
It's actually Keaton. He just typed it like that as an inside joke.
And it's really annoying when you're trying to search for his name to put into like group chats or to talk to him.
Yeah, it
You
was
go
so funny.
KE and then he's not there, and I'm like, ugh.
No, it was funny at the beginning of the season. He was like, "Okay, guys, you need to add me to every single alliance chat because I'm super serial here. I'm gonna be like online 24/7, gonna be a part of it." And like he just like fell off the face of the earth on like day 4.
I thought I grabbed too many note cards, but it turns out I did not. Okay. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now is the time to do so. Okay. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I will read the votes. First vote. Callum. Rodrigo. One vote Callum, one vote Rodrigo. Callum. Rodrigo. 2 votes Callum, 2 votes Rodrigo.
Steady.
Callum. Callum. Second member of the jury. Callum.
Thank you for having me, though.
Oh my God,
Callum,
Callum, I love
any final?
you.
It's been good
Callum,
playing
any
with you,
final?
Callum.
Oh, thank you.
It's nice to get to know. We should get to know each other better.
All right, Callum, before you go, you do get to give the skull charm to someone.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Okay, yeah, I'll give it to Blake.
Oh my God, I love you.
Nobody's coming.
It's mutual.
All right, Callum, thank you for playing. The tribe has
Thank you.
spoken. Time for you to go.
Mwah.
Bye, Callum.
Bye.
All right, so nearly after the chaos of last tribal tonight, we've seen a nearly unified vote. What does that say about the direction of this game? We'll just have to find out.